The goal for this family is for the children to be returned safely to the home, and ideally would be by June 10th of 2015, which is the next review hearing. The service objectives for this family include counseling, mental health services, education services, substance abuse services, and substance abuse testing. For each individual objective, we are listing the behavior that is requested to be demonstrated by the parent and how that will be carried on. The goal is for the mom to stay free from illegal drugs and show her ability to live free from drug dependency, and complete the following services in order to meet the ultimate goal, which is for the children to be returned safely to her home. Under general counseling, which is mental health services, we are requesting that Mrs. Garcia will participate in mental health counseling services and will continue to demonstrate the skills learned in counseling and apply such skill to her life and provide the social worker with examples of these behavioral changes during the contact with the social worker. She will also demonstrate her ability to cope with traumatic experiences and daily activities with her children during the visiting with her children. Mrs. Garcia will have demonstrated her ability to cope with her feelings of depression in a healthy manner. This will be by managing her feelings through the use of skills learned in counseling. She will also be able to show that she is mentally stable to care for her children, and that she can overcome the depression that has led to the intervention as well. As far as education services, parenting education is requested that she complete in order to show the comprehension and understanding of the parenting classes. It is requested that Ms. Garcia will attend and participate in a court-recognized parenting class appropriately to her children's developmental needs and ages. Mrs. Garcia will demonstrate her ability to utilize the skills learned in this program and appropriately parent and protect her children from future harm or abuse. In addition, Mrs. Garcia will learn how to recognize any harm or abuse or potential harm and abuse directed towards the children, and will be able to demonstrate her ability to protect them. As far as substance abuse services, Mrs. Garcia will complete an outpatient program services and will demonstrate her ability to use the learned skills in meeting her children's needs in a sober living environment. Mrs. Garcia will share the learned information through the interviews with the social worker as to the relapse prevention and abstinence skills that she is learning from this program. Mrs. Garcia will demonstrate that she can parent the children in a sober manner and in a sober living environment. Pertaining to substance abuse testing that goes along with the substance abuse services, or to support the substance abuse services learned skills, is that Mrs. Garcia will randomly test at the request of the social worker any tampering, diluting, or refusal to test can be considered a positive presumptive test. In addition to their testing, Ms. Garcia may be requested to complete a hair follicle test, which will trace back to 3 months of use, and that includes any substance. That can be methamphetamine, amphetamines, medications, alcohol, cocaine, and marijuana. Ms. Garcia will be requested to demonstrate her ability to live in a sober environment, and she can maintain sobriety in order to provide a safe environment for her children that will lead her to the ultimate goal of her children being returned to her safely with the least intervention or the least intervention needed.